we're finally in. We're finally in. Okay. Now we switch here. And so this is Zach Little Mac on your left, and on the right is Jang Mu as Toonley. And let the battle begin. Oh, man. We are almost half an hour into this, and we're finally at our first match. We're very excited right now. This is an interesting case of choices for characters because Zach, of course, going with one of his most comfortable characters, Little Mac, one of my personal favorites. He hits up close and hits like a truck, but he can't jump for squat. So that is an unfortunate case for him. Meanwhile, as you see Jang Mu over here as Toonley, who's very much has a lot of adaptability, projectile, sword range, so talking maybe mid to long range with his projectiles, and that is a stock for the Missouri State Bears. That is unfortunate because Little Mac can't recover, as you can see, because he's just a little boxer. He can't jump.
What are the position in part of these platforms? What do you think?
Really, they're just there for, at least in my opinion, they're there to somewhat help the players, and it is very carefully chosen. Like I said, the actual, that was a wonderful move on Zach's part with the KO punch. Love seeing one of those being pulled out. Now, the platforms are always thought about in competitive play because it really just comes down to how adaptable they are, and it is a common theme for, oh my goodness, that was a wonderful play from the State Bears. Now, it is a common theme in the legal competitive stages to have platforms sort of, at least one or two platforms that are around that same height, looking for maybe about a character and a half off the ground. And really those are just there for controlling, because a lot of characters can, so as we see here, Jang Mu is obviously using those platforms to his advantage because he is basically becoming out of range for Zach. Like I said, it's a very smart play on Jang Mu's part. And it does, oh my gosh, showed his skill. And we have Zach going out, Jang Mu starting this next round against Nevaeh with 2 stocks. So as you, in case you didn't recall, because of how our tourney works, Jang Mu, the State Bears, are going into this next match with 2 stocks. 2 stocks, not the regular 3. So,
and you can also keep track of it, I believe, up on top of the screen.
Yes,
you have little things here.
Made by our wonderful Seth. Thank you, Seth.
Shout out to Seth Burgos. Yeah.
Yes, I'm getting a smile. And, he got a head pat. Ain't that nice? I don't know about you, but I would love if we had a separate camera that we can just cut to that points over here to our wonderful tech team. Yeah.
For what Seth and Noel do every day at this station.
I'm getting this. No, I would love for a camera
on
over
Seth.
here.
He'd like that, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. It would be amazing. Anyway, so what do you think about that match?
Felt like everybody's seeing who's going to punch first, who's going to get punched in the mouth first. Like,
it was very standoffish,
basic, but it's very combative. There wasn't a lot of edge play, not a lot of edge guarding, as you said, a lot of in the middle action, and I think it's a good strategy in some cases.
Right.
I think.
Although Jang Mu absolutely could have edge guarded there because Little Mac is the perfect combatant to edge guard because, like I said, he can't recover off stage. It's very difficult for him too. But now we are moving on to the next match with Jang Mu, once again as Toon Link. He does have to keep his character, so keep that in mind. And of course, Nevaeh is Bowser. So now Jang Mu is going to take a homie stock.
What are some advantages of using Bowser?
Well, he certainly is a heavier character, which means he's going to pack more of a punch. However, Nevaeh does need to be careful because Jang Mu being a quicker character, and the fact that Nevaeh has such bigger range of I'm a larger character means that you have more area to hurt me. So it is something to keep in mind.
So I'm wondering how the size and standing, how that all affects each other.
No, absolutely, and that is a huge part about choosing characters and what is right for you. Because there are people who absolutely thrive on taking the heaviest of characters, especially when it comes down to the higher. Oh my gosh. Oh, hit him from the upstage. So for something like Bowser, he does hit pretty hard. He's sort of slow. He can attack you from pretty much all ranges, but he does need to get up close and personal. And say something like Kazuya, DK, Charizard. It really just depends on which character feels right for you, because even though there are a lot of heavy characters, they all play differently and they all act differently despite being the same movements.
Well, the big fella, you know, if he's slow, he can't really get out of certain situations, so he's going to take more of a punch on it.
And then that's not to say that a big fella can't be fast. Charizard is probably the fastest heavyweight out there, or at least in Smash. Some people say Kazuya is pretty quick, but I would argue that.
Well, Bowser's a classic.
No,
he's just kind of like
Yes. I believe he got his first appearance in. Oh, that was an unfortunate SD from Nevea. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, Nevea and Jang Mu, what do you think, Tommy?
You know, I think Bowser was, we talked about him being a little bit slower, but I think he was pretty accurate this time around.
Yeah.
Taking a little bit of a punch, but I think he was able to get in there and make a couple of nice moves.
Right. It's unfortunate that Nevea wasn't able to take a stock off of Jang Mu. It is unfortunate. However, we are switching to JT, and my money is that JT is going to be Kirby, which is a very, very, well...
Well, you talked about him last week.
Right, yes.
Really bringing it
yeah,
to another
JT
level.
was nearly the savior of match 2 last week, and if things had played out differently and Missouri State did not play their cards right, JT could have absolutely gone through every single one of the opponents in Missouri State. But that's why my money is on JT this match. I think that his Kirby is very well. How it's going to go against Jang Mu's Toon Link is it could go anyway. It could go anyway.
So what are some disadvantages of Kirby? He's a smaller character, I believe.
Yes.
What are the, like we kind of said with Bowser the Heavy, now we kind of go to the other spectrum.
Yes, Kirby is extremely fast, extremely adaptable in the air. I believe has the second highest amount of jumps in the game, so he can literally go the highest, other than Jigglypuff, I believe. And I also think that Kirby is quite the hard target, in my opinion. He is absolutely a menace to actually hit with any projectiles, what have you. And now Jang Mu is taking the homie stock, and it is always customary that the match starts when a homie stock has been played. It is customary that the match officially starts when taunts are played out. So that's why both players had done that. It's very tongue-in-cheek. It's very cute.
It seems like Kirby is kind of changing sizes. He's not always this one's kind of inflating a little bit.
Yeah, that's really just a design standpoint. Because actually he's literally so. And if I remember correctly, Kirby has apparently he has the texture of like a balloon.
Oh.
So yeah, he is lighter than air. So he has a total of 6 jumps, and is very. Meanwhile, most characters only have like 1. So it does. Oh my goodness, that is a kill for Jang Mu. That is unfortunate for JT. Oh, yeah. Now I am wanting to see certain plays from JT against Jang Mu because, oh my god, oh Jang Mu just tried to go for something nasty off stage.
I feel like hanging off the edge has got it.
Yeah, no, he tried to go for the disrespect, but thankfully JT got out of the way of that. Now one thing, okay, all right, there we go. Good on JT. Claps around the studio. I don't know if that picks up on the mic, but very, very well played. Now, one thing that Jang Mu is using heavily during this game is just a bombardment of the bombs, and they very much disrupt the flow of play because they are always used to pretty much just stop the opponent in its tracks, and it can lead to moves like that an up smash, or maybe an aerial, as we've seen with Nevaeh. And Jake Moo is playing very well. Knows Toon Link like the back of his hand. I didn't hand my heart. Yes, however, it is still looking good from JT. Relatively even match here, and I was a signature JT down down B. JT does that quite often, especially off stage, and it's always, I think,
Anything necessarily has to do maybe a year or two besides just
right. Oh my goodness, that is fortunate. Holy cow. Jangmu is a force to be reckoned with that Toon Link. Very, very tough. Very tough.
He's on a streak right now. He's on a hot streak for sure, Carter.
And now we are heading to Luke. My money is that Luke is going to choose either Dr. Mario or Samus, maybe? Could be wrong.
Samus.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe he has a arm cannon, if I'm correct.
Yep, Dr. Mario. Called it. Yep.
Dr. Mario, okay.
See, I know things by now where I already know what the players are going to do. It appears that we're going to try and shoot for Hollow Bastion.
What about this spot? Anything you could use here for an advantage, and maybe any of the terrain a factor in here?
For Hollow Bastion?
Yeah.
Really, it's just the one stage in the middle, really, that could play a significant amount of change, force of play. The stages are carefully chosen. A lot of people, there's no really, like, I'm trying to change my wording a bit, but basically, all of the stages are very meticulously thought of. All right.
Yeah, really, only one.
Right.
Really,
Yep. All right. A good day for a swell battle, and here we go. All right. So, Luke has a very impressive Dr. Mario. Very good platforming and use of the hill. Very useful. Luke is also very good with Dr. Mario's aerials. He's very quick to the draw, and he definitely packs a punch. I'll give him that. Now, definitely one thing that I think Luke has to watch out for is just being off stage. Because as we can see that Jangmu is doing is constantly trying to get his enemies off stage, hitting them with the bomb, and then maybe going in for an, oh my goodness, an immediate win! And Jangmu is out. Woo!
Huge for Missouri State. And Indiana State.
Right, yes. Jangmu, you played well, took out 3 of our players, but now it is up to Luke. We will see who is playing up next. And very good, very, very good play from Luke, especially with how much Jangmu was doing against the Sycamores, because that was irreversible damage, if I might say so myself. That was insane. It's insane.
Yeah, what it exactly, maybe break that down. What kind of happened for the Sycamores on that, for them to be able to take the win?
To me, it seemed like Luke noticed that Jangmu, that constant bombardment with the bombs off stage, and Luke played Jangmu to their own game, and definitely caught him off guard. I will say that. Very good play from Luke. Hitting him with the down B off stage is probably, in my opinion, a very risky move, but one that paid off. Because one thing that I was about to say during the match is that, much like Little Mac, Dr. Mario has issues in the air and can't necessarily jump. He can't recover that well. So it can be an advantage during certain points. Now, we are hoping that, hopefully the character is that correct? Is that correct? Okay. So it is currently Luke versus Nut of the Bears. I find it kind of ironic because I did bring a bunch of peanuts in before I came in for today. And don't throw a peanut at me. Oh my gosh. All right, and the game begins. Sorry about that. So this is. Ooh. This. Oh my gosh. I won't say anything yet. However, I do think Luke has to fight a little bit hard for this because none has chosen Lucas, which could be an issue for Dr. Mario. Lucas is a very floaty character, has a lot of projectiles. Oh, that was almost an immediate stock for the Sycamores. Or sorry, for the Stables.
On Lucas.
Lucas, right? Throw everything that he has. That's how Lucas players usually behave. A lot of PK fires, a lot of aerials, because it's just very. I don't want to say annoying because that's of course unfortunate, but I will say it's a matter of just really getting up in your business and not letting you breathe. I will say that. That is sort of the oh my goodness. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Luke could have recovered there. That is unfortunate. But he is keeping his ground. Oh. Uh-oh. A connection issue.
In the middle.
Oh my goodness.
Boy.
Okay.
Rough.
That is unfortunate. Do we know which side that was on? No? Okay.
Trying to figure
It
it out here
doesn't.
as we go along. What?
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Okay. Okay, yeah. Apparently it was okay, so apparently it came from the Bears. The Bears. So now we're just trying to figure things out.
Is there a scenario? Is there a possible forfeit scenario? Possibly? Or is that
I
not
don't
a-
think
is that
so.
something that-
I'm getting head shakes
No,
now, really.
Yeah, no, okay.
Really you
I
just
didn't know if that was
yeah. I believe the basic rule is do
just to
we
rejoin, and then it kind of goes
so
back,
we I would assume that they recreate the arena and then we start the match and just make it fair with the amount of stocks. I think. I would
sounds
assume
like the reasonable,
Yeah.
logical.
I would assume that
solution.
is yeah. They didn't. I guess we don't really explain things like this happening in the rules section.
Yeah, no,
but
something
hey, that's
rarely-
whatever.
Hopefully, it doesn't happen very
well,
often.
While we're waiting, on an unrelated note, if you have noticed, I changed my hair. It's purple now. Yeah, used to be blonde. I'm also 21. I had since the last time I was here, I had a birthday. And it was okay. According to our techs, their arena shut down, and so they're gonna try and restart. Oh, okay.
2 stocks apiece. Okay.
Okay, so yeah. When the match starts again, both players are going to be starting at 2 stocks. So, very interesting. Okay.
A little bit of bedlam, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yes, so basically, and what happens is that we have the team manager communicates with the other team's manager, and then that information is conveyed to our techs over to the, well, my left, your right. So, yes, thank you, Seth, for the updates.
Keeping us in the loop,
Right.
as we would say.
Okay.
Yeah, anything you're looking forward to this Luke Nutt rematch here that Luke needs to do in order to come out on top here?
I think it does put Luke in an interesting spot because now he knows how Nutt is playing. So I am very eager to see how this works out. And we are back in the fray. 2 homie stocks. We wait for a taunt. And begin.
How important is that?
it's just a matter of like, oh, the game has started now. It's a mutual understanding. Plus, I just think it's fun. It is an official rule set as a part of the tourney, and I think it's definitely more fun than just saying, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. You know. Plus, it's also instantaneous for both players, so it is. I don't know. It's a good way to convey that information than to just like confirm it with the managers. Oh my goodness!
Oh boy!
Oh, claps around the studio for that one. Good job, Sycamores.
Set it right into the screen there.
Right. Oh my good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ooh.
Oh man!
Got him in the corner. That is unfortunate for me. Now it is an even game right now. I am curious to see how exactly both players are going to go about this. Oh my god. Luke trying to predict the fact of not rolling into that up smash is insane.
Seems like they're really trying to get stuff in the middle here.
Yeah, no. It's fair. I will say it is interesting for not to edge guard, because that is, really when it comes to edge guarding, you mainly do that with projectiles, and that is most of his character's kit. You have PK Fire, PK Freeze, PK Thunder, and obviously his grab, that snake that he pulls out, also does damage as well. So it's Lucas is very good at edge guarding, so I'm surprised that he's not doing it as much, or that he's not baiting them. So it's very, I don't know if that's an intentional choice, or if he is just trying to, oh my goodness. That was a very, very close game. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. What did you think about that game against Luke and Nut?
Yeah, a lot of we're getting a lot of the close tonight, aren't we? Really getting in there, slugging it out. There's not a lot of, like you said, not a lot of edge guarding. Really kind of trying to figure each other out and see what's going on. And Jangmu was there for a while. Now we have Nut, and so
yes. So right now it seems like we are, as we move on to the next match, Missouri State Bears, they have one match under the belt. And currently we're going into this next match with Nevaeh starting us off. Next player for the Bears, undetermined. I'm not sure. Information coming through.
looks like
Nut again. Okay.
Nevaeh versus
All right.
Nut.
Yes.
Looks
I
like-
really wish thinking about Nut is really making me hungry, because the bag of nuts is like right there. And I wish we could eat on the broadcast. I wish we could. I'm looking at the scrapnel of peanut shells. Can I show this on stream? Nope. I can't do anything.
Hold yourself together, partner. Come
Oh
on.
my goodness. I'm sorry.
Hold
I'm
yourself
hungry.
together.
I skipped dinner. Listen, okay. I was at Five Guys, right? And I was anticipating it to be like way cheaper. No, they're going to scam you. And I did not want to pay $9 for a cheeseburger. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That is robbery. That is highway robbery.
Yeah, no, it's
It's
certainly
obscene.
something. Yeah, no, I'm
I
not disagreeing with you.
I get it. I get it that, prices are rising, right?
Sure.
But no, don't say that, Noel. Noel is saying that it's worth it. No, it's not. $8 for a good cheeseburger is not a good cheeseburger, okay?
Let's figure out where we're gonna have.
And now Seth is
this
going to
next
clip this.
match.
Thank you so much.
So,
I'm hungry because I did not want to submit to Five Guys monopoly that they have.
Carter.
Five Guys is not
man.
worth it. Anyway, we're moving on to the next match. No, yeah, the next match. First play is Nevaeh as Bowser and Nut once again as Lucas. Now, I do think that Nevaeh has to play very interestingly here, because, as we've discussed before, Nevaeh being a very big target, And Nuts has a lot of options here of how to keep Nevaeh busy. But it does seem to be going well. Yes.
Staying more to the ground.
Oh, I am staying to the ground because I do not see. I don't know about you, and me and Lucas, we have a history. Yes, and let's just say that me and Lucas have some PTSD from personal matches with friends. Playing against him.
Gotcha.
I have this one friend who plays as Lucas, and he is abysmal. He's the worst, and it's just a bad time overall. So I am staying on the ground.
Well, I think Bowser can get more of his power on the ground. He's got that low center of gravity. He's even much a little better, I would think.
Right, absolutely. No, and you're right. There is a. Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! Ooh. That was a disrespectful comp. The whole. Oh, we got one.
Very nice.
Got him with the butt stomp. Nut is absolutely being disrespectful with this game. Nevaeh is just trying to disrupt it as best as she can. I will say that Nut is playing very dirty. Just the fact that he won't let Nevaeh move. And it's, I'm not saying it, I don't want to say it's typical. I'm not saying. However, he does know the character well.
You're claiming to be a little dirty move.
It's not that it's dirty, it's just that it's, oh my goodness. That's around the studio. Nevaeh did very well during that match. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was incredible. Honestly, that was a good match.
Yeah, no, that was good. And
I was not expecting that combo coming out of Nut. That is the constant grab combo is like, that is reminiscent of Brawl era Smash. Because that is insane. Oh my gosh. That's insane. That's insane. Holy cow. Oh man.
Yeah,
how are you feeling about that?
It's just you gotta take it back a little bit when you're watching these matchups because it's hitting you all at once. And it's flowing. It's going. And you kind of you're sitting back and like trying to keep track of everything. And that was a really good match. Really fun, back
absolutely.
and forth.
Nevaeh fought very well. Nevaeh fought very well.
Now it looks like we got a Zach attack here versus Nut.
Mm-hmm. Right. Zach probably most likely. We love you, Nevaeh.
Very good job, Nevaeh.
Woo!
Good job.
Oh, Nevaeh has an ice pack. That's unfortunate. Are you okay, Nevaeh? Oh, man.
Gotta keep the wrist. Wrist is very important.
Yes.
Gotta keep that wrist.
Nevaeh has an ice pack. I got concerned.
That's good. Glad to
I'm just trying to be helpful.
Okay,
and I probably shouldn't be doing that when we're live on air, but who cares? I can be a human. All right, we're moving on into the next match with... No. Thank you. Sorry. All right. We haven't missed much, ladies and gentlemen. So, Zach is Little Mac against Nuts Lucas, sorry about that. I can't word today. Anyway, so, the fact that Zach has not even taken a single... Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. And, oh my goodness.
You said earlier, Little Mac's your favorite character.
One of my favorites, yes. And oh my gosh, he tried to do it again. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Nut is trying to go for the most disrespectful of disrespects. Is that got him with the punch. Cheers across the studio. We are very excited here at WZIS. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, I definitely can still see Zach winning this fight against Nut. It really just depends on how safe he is and how much damage he can deal to Nut before Nut can get into the combo. Such like that. I need to just shut up sometimes, don't I? Holy cow.
I see like Little Mac also has a force field.
Oh, yeah. Every character, and there Zach goes. That's... Yes, commentators... Yes, I know. I have commentators curse. Thank you
welcome to the club.
for reminding me.
Welcome to
Anyway,
the club.
and now it's just they're just making it bigger. Yeah, thank you. We have a Google Doc that we have live notes on, and they're just. Oh, what are you doing now? Okay. Why are you revealing our secrets? People like to see this stuff, and it's good. It's good for the clips. It's good for the clips. Anyway, so that was unfortunate for Zach. He fought well. He fought well, but unfortunately, Nut knows Lucas far too well, and Little Mac is absolutely the type of character to get just absolutely get demolished off stage, and is very easy for combos. So it's an unfortunate circumstance, but now we have JT. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, I don't know if I talked about this earlier, but what's your favorite go-to map you're playing?
Oh, honestly, I have no preference. And it is real. So, for one thing, it's because I play more casually. So I'm not going for any of the professional legal stages. Something like Smashville or Hollow. Oh gosh, I can't think. I'm not going for anything like Smashville or Hollow Bastion. But honestly, all I care about is that it's Battlefield. So, do you see where they have these gray icons up there?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So every stage in the game can be 2 platforms or 3 platforms, and you can have that option for any of the stages in the game. So what you could do is just make it a Battlefield version of any of the stages, and that's honestly what I prefer because it's.
So you prefer just one platform?
I prefer 3.
3.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Because I don't know, I just like jumping.
Yeah, that seems to be a
find
big part of this match. Is really all of this is the jumping. Really, you're jumping from platform to platform, trying to get the edge, trying to get a little bit of a competitive advantage. But it seems to be a lot of jumping, a lot of trying to stay off the edge. Yeah.
Speaking of jumping, we have 2 masters of the air going in as we speak. JT as Kirby, and of course Lucas. As we see, Nut right now is taking 2 homie stocks, right? Yes, 2. Right. He is, if that does not show just how long Nut can stay in the air as Lucas, he has a lot of options to really keep himself in the air. And now the taunts have been displayed, and the battle has begun. Now, I definitely have high hopes for JT, and I'm going to stop it there. Don't want to say anything more. Yep. Thank you, Noel. Thank you.
Seems like Kirby's getting a lot of hits.
Yes. I'm getting a message. I'm getting a message from an off-distance entity saying, "New rule: no more jinxing." So, jinxing. Yes, I can speak well. Anyway, so we are experiencing a relatively even game. I'm surprised because, oh my goodness, I say even in percentages. I should say. Oh my goodness, I did not jinx that one. That was not my fault. All right. Anyway, all it takes is for JT to get one good hit in, and we could absolutely move on to the next match. Is that it? Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that could have absolutely hit right there. JT absolutely loves that move, hitting it directly off stage right next to the edge, and it getting in from a high point with the down B, and hit him with the dash attack. Oh. There goes Nut out of this match. We can now move on. All right. JT going into this next match with 2 stocks. Still a relatively good position. And keep in mind that we have JT and Luke left. We have Luke. Is that correct? We still have Luke left? All right. Cool. So I think we're in a good position.
What does JT have to do here to continue the string of success he's been getting tonight? What do you think he has to keep doing?
JT has to fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee. He has to keep his speed up and keep his damage up and be just completely everywhere, avoiding all the attacks coming his way. And keep in mind that we haven't seen all of what the Missouri State Bears have. I believe they still have one more combatant that we have yet to see. Is that correct? Was it one or two that we haven't seen? Right. Okay. Anyway, so yes, we have at least two players that we haven't seen from Missouri State. So it is definitely good to keep up that attitude of very quick hitting and then just bouncing back. You got to retreat, get out of the way. So, and as we choose, so it does take them a little bit to communicate between the two managers of Missouri State and the Sycamores, because that is just to get the stages out of the way. And I believe we explained this at the top, but basically each of the players for each team can ban certain stages from being chosen for the game. So let's say that the other team doesn't want to have Pokemon Stadium 2 be chosen, and we don't want them to choose Hollow Bastion. Okay, so we're going to both agree on
that kind of evens
right,
out,
exactly.
in a sense.
So, and that's just a basic rule to keep things interesting and make sure that certain advantages aren't at play. So we are going into this next game with JT as Kirby once again, going in with two stocks against Jang Mu once again. This time as Greninja.
What does Greninja bring to the team?
Greninja is another. Okay. All right. Sorry, we were just trying to read something. But anyway, Greninja is an interesting choice because he's very quick, very fast, and it's hard to. I would say he's sort of harder to describe because I guess you could say that his main play style is a lot of attacks in very quick succession. So he is very he doesn't hit for very hard, but what he does lack is the speed in between those moves, which can very well work to his advantage. And I would say Jangmu has sort of home field advantage because given that he is a Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium 2 right now. So that's just a little anecdote because, I don't know, I think it's fun.
Greninja has some big ears. What exactly is he as a...
He's a frog.
Okay.
Yes, he's a frog ninja.
It looked to me like maybe a rabbit fox hybrid.
No.
But I'm not.
So you see that thing around his neck, that scarf. You see that thing around his neck.
Looks
You see that scarf that he has? Yeah, that's his tongue.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Noel's giving me a look too. I'm apparently the weird one for knowing what Pokemon is. So, and cheers around the studio for Jang Mu. Okay.
I got some nice looks for that. I'm not.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Right. Oh. That was so disrespectful. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Getting the kill from just a movement, not even a hit. Yeah, Windbox. Holy cow.
Wow.
I forgot the name of it. See, I'm not a professional. I didn't even know the name for it. But thank you, Luke. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does look more like a frog now that I see it.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it does look like a frog.
At first, the ears got me, but then you...
Right. It's better if you look at him from, it's better if you look at what he evolved from. Like, he is much more frog-like.
Fair, yeah, that's fair enough, yeah.
No. But yes, okay. So, last combatant for the Sycamores, Luke, going up against Jang Mu. We still have two more players, so who's to say what is going to happen next?
No.
Did I do something? Oh, okay, sorry. They were talking about me over there. I don't know if I'm in trouble. I don't think I am. Okay, I'm fine. Yep. So what'd you think about that last game?
Yeah, Greninja, very interesting character.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of activity, moving around,
right?
Getting a lot of moves,
a lot of snappy
moves,
snapping,
a lot of going around. It's kind of hard to keep track every once in a while. Where
absolutely.
things are happening, and in this game especially. So, and I've mentioned that a few times, but with Greninja, it was really tough to figure out because jumping more than usual.
He's very
Frog,
quick,
yeah.
very quick-like, and it's very, at least in my opinion, I think Greninja is a harder character to keep track of, even though that he's not the most dangerous. I will say that, because I believe Greninja is sort of a lower tier, and it's very, he plays differently. That's pretty much all I'll say about. Have we already run out of peanuts? No? Okay, good. Oh my goodness. So not to mention the Devil's Diner again, but at Five Guys, the peanuts are free, right? So what I did is that I took a takeout bag.
Yeah.
And because I was angry about the burgers, I shoved as many peanuts in the takeout bag as I could, because I was so angry about the burgers. Anyway, so unfortunately, I will admit our mistakes. The player previously was not Jangmu, but rather Mage. So we do apologize for that misinformation. But yeah, so Luke v Mage. Luke once again going for Dr. Mario, and I do think that this is a good, in my opinion, I think this is a good spot for. I think this is a good spot for Luke because, in my opinion, I do not think that Greninja has the defenses to handle Dr. Mario, because he can pack quite a punch. So I'm very interested to see where this goes. However, he is getting some. Oh my goodness! Oh my! Oh.
Dr. Mario.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Once again, hitting him with that wind box. Now, do you happen to know what that is?
Wind box?
So basically, what it means is that there are certain moves that don't damage you, but they move you. Right. So
They don't damage you, but they move.
yes. So that was Greninja's up B right there. Squirtle's neutral B, water gun, and there are a few other. I guess. Well, yeah, wind, water. There are some moves like that in the game, and they can become very tricky. And that was a good play on Mage's part. And once again, so sorry for getting the name wrong. We apologize.
I'm just figuring out how Mario got a PhD. That's still what I'm figuring out.
I think. Oh my goodness!
So wind box,
cheers around
and then,
around the
Mario
studio.
got his PhD. So
what
that's
degree
who
do you think Mario got?
I don't know. I know it was if you had to be a doctor, you got it.
I think it's basic medication, like a pharmacist.
Yeah. He's writing up prescriptions.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. He's probably a general doctor.
Here's your Tamiflu.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because look at those pills. Those don't seem.
No, but what I've noticed about Greninja is the move she he kind of very close to the ground.
Yes, move quick, jumps
some
constantly.
Impossible moves.
Back and, Frog Ninja isn't really a combination you see every day.
No, it's not.
And he's definitely the rogue type, hide in the shadows, very quick out. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. This could very well go out by oh my goodness. Mage is absolutely, oh my gosh. Let the man breathe. Holy cow. And oh my goodness. Oh, Luke saves. Oh my gosh. This could mean man. Mage is not going out for a fight. Holy cow. This could definitely mean this is either the biggest comeback for the Sycamores, or this could just mean that Mage wipes, oh my gosh, 3 of the, oh my gosh. I'm just going to stop saying, Luke tried to go for the disrespect off stage. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh!
Killer
You
move.
hate to see it. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations to Missouri State Bears. Luke versus Mage, a very good matchup indeed. However, the frog was simply too much for the Sycamores to handle. So, we're going to take a quick hold here, and we'll get back to the post game here soon. Okay, so we are back online. Yes, here we are. Howdy, everyone. So, that is a win for the Missouri State Bears. Congratulations to MSU. They fought very well. What'd you think about that, Tommy?
Good effort tonight. I think everybody put their best foot forward. I know the streak continues in the losing department, but this is, since this is a new league, you're just trying to still kind of figure it out in the first year. I think that's kind of where we're at. We're trying to figure out who's who and who's kind of the leading person here on the team. And, we really, I think, did a really good job tonight.
Absolutely. Some highlights include ISU with Nevaeh taking her first stock. Congratulations to Nevaeh. She is certainly showing her effort. She's growing. She's getting much more experience here as a part of the Sycamores Esports team. So congratulations to her. And, of course, Missouri State only using 3 players. And they had a plethora. I'm still unsure of how many players they had, but it is still interesting to see that they were able to get this win with so few
Pretty
players.
impressive.
Yes, very impressive. Especially with the likes of Mage there in the last match, taking out 3 of our players with just a Greninja. So congratulations once again to the MSU. Next week is going to be Seth and Nick versus Illinois State. As the Sycamores against Illinois State.
Newman, ISU versus ISU. This is my first the first broadcast I did here at the beginning of the season to start off. So kind of ending it with ISU again. And
I did accidentally say that Seth and Nick were going up against Illinois State. I did not mean that.
Broadcast.
Yes. No, Seth and Nick are going to fisticuffs with Illinois State, the entirety of the university. But we thank you so much for coming to this wonderful broadcast. My name has been Carter Seifert.
Been fun. I'm Tommy Devine.
All right. And you guys have a wonderful night. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.
Trees.